Chefs of the future, COF Nation, COF Nation.
COF.
Chefs of the future. As you can see, we have a jam-packed studio today.
Let's go.
And if you click play, you are part of the nation, and we all welcome you. And today, we welcome two individuals.
Appreciate you.
First of all, we're going to start with my guy, Shaq. What's good?
What's good, Rich? What's good, my boy? It's been a minute.
It's been a long-ass time. I got the pleasure to work with this guy, and it's more of a pleasure to have him here on the show today. And I'm glad he's here.
Appreciate you, bro.
And
Quay.
And my guy, Quay. It's the first time he's ever here. First time I'm getting a chance to meet him.
Actually,
awesome dude.
Definitely.
And I'm glad he's here. And I'm glad he's here. And I'm glad he's here to drop that knowledge. And to also make sure you check him out on the Say It For The Food segment.
Check him.
My guy gonna spit. And for all of that, make sure you subscribe and catch all that content.
You know what I'm saying? Big balls, little legs.
So listen, I think our main topic today is going to be Chinese food, of course, and more specifically Chinese food restaurants and the impact they have and our personal relationship to all that. But before we get into all that,
facts,
and before we get into something that we want to bring, that we were talking about off camera.
Oh yes.
You know,
wait,
we got some topics
about Florida, about everything going down in Florida. But
absolutely.
And just to be clear, this is a food show, and if you haven't already, head on over to anchor.fm/chefs of the future. You'll see a part where you can interact with us. Do so. Record your voice, catch up on season 1, because it's all going to be relevant for what we're talking about here on season 2. All right, with that down and out, let's get into how y'all been living, man. First of all, I want to hear how y'all been like coping as shoppers, you know, as people that cook.
Right. It's been, honestly, when the pandemic first started, it was, obviously shit was crazy. Everybody thought you had to like wipe everything down.
Right.
You know what I mean? People basically just I would try to avoid shopping as much as possible. But like as things have progressed, it's just more of just dealing with the like simple demand. Shit runs out real fast. You know what I mean? Like you go, like my daughter specifically, she wants the same brand of chicken every day. If it's not that brand, she's pissed off. She don't want it, and that shit runs out. You know what I mean? So now there's a week and a half where I'm trying to teach her like, yo, it's the same chicken, but come on. I'm just out here. I'm just begging the 6-year-old, like, please, just eat. It's the same thing. It's just not in a bowl. Just eat the chicken.
Yo, I never thought about that,
bro. As a parent, like,
yeah,
it's the little things, bro. Like shit like that. When it goes out, my daughter's not having it. She's not having it, and like she eats waffles. You know what I mean? She eats chicken. She eats the waffles. If both of those is out,
oh man,
hell raised. I got a kid on a hunger strike. She turns into Gandhi. She won't eat nothing. She be pissed off if it's not potato chips. She don't want to hear it.
Wow. No, but look, you bring up a great point because the pandemic, right, had just exacerbated that.
Facts.
You know, that preference in the kids because now they're thrown for a loop because they're eating all their food at home.
Their favorite food.
You know, and they're not getting that social aspect of having the community with their peers eating.
Cafeteria food, stuff like that, yeah.
But, you know, I would argue to say that the cafeteria lunch period was some of the most important social learning times at school for us as kids.
Absolutely.
You know,
it was the club. You know what I mean? Like, that's how you learn how to talk to a girl. That's how you learn how to, like, just not be that awkward, weird-ass little kid in the corner. Like, you know what I mean? Like, if it wasn't for sitting down in a type of cafeteria type of area, like, nothing will work. It even works, like, now at your job. You know what I mean? You don't talk to everybody until you go to lunch. You know what I mean? Like, if these people eat at this spot, those are the people you talk to. You know what I mean? So, like, it works still to this day. Like, as far as being older. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and look, and Quay, man, talk to us, bro. How you been living? How you been coping as a shopper, as a person who's been to eat? Do you find yourself eating in more or hesitant to eat out? Do you use the delivery apps? Talk to us, man.
If I'm being honest, like when this whole thing initially started, like I'm not gonna lie, I'm a social guy. So like when this whole thing started, I wanted to be outside. So, but that was all locked down. So like, literally, I we did the whole supermarket thing for a while, and that was like, but I was just patiently waiting for like Uber and DoorDash to get it together. So like once it all happened, like once it all came together, that's pretty much been the thing. Like my son in particular has been living a spoiled life since the pandemic has happened because he's been able to like
facts
to like eat whatever. That's the main problem. Like now it's kind of like
Facts,
before it used to be like, yo, we're going to school, bro. Let's hurry it up and get this bacon, egg, and cheese. And now we slotting. We out to school. Now it's kind of like with the indoor learning and all of that and all the rest of that. It's kind of a situation where it's like, all right, cool. Now it's I wake up in the morning and I'm like, yo, I want French toast with chocolate chips on it and like eggs with cheese and things, because you can order that on the Uber app. And I'm like, well, I ain't no broke boy, so yes, I can order that for you, bro. Like, what are you talking about? So now he's living the best food life he's ever lived in his life, probably. He's loving the pandemic life, I can't lie.
You know, you bring up a great point, because my cousin came over here, right?
Yeah.
And she fucking ordered like BBQs. You
Yo,
know, to
bro.
the crib, and I'm like, yo,
Bro.
she getting like restaurant
A-class.
food. Like, I'm like, and then the next week she comes, she got like Domino's, and like you said, they eating up everything, and they have everything at their fingertips. But so let me ask you a question, right? As I fix the camera over there.
Yes, absolutely.
Answer this question for us. Do you feel like that's a good thing that they have the availability to all the restaurants, even whether it be like the mom and pop shops, or do you feel like it's to their detriment as like consumers, or what?
Well, for me personally, I've always been like super a nigga like, oh yeah, who the hell is buying carrot cake Oreos? Nah, that's me. I'm the one buying the carrot cake Oreos because I figured out them shits is fire because I tried them, and that's it. You understand what I'm trying to say? So it's really, to me, I think it's pretty awesome that his palate is getting more sophisticated, and I can start like being able to tell like, oh, this is your type of vibe. You know what I'm saying? You like this. You're better. You mess with Mexican food. Fire. Like, okay, bongs. That's fire. Like, you know what I'm saying? So I think it's pretty dope, actually.
You see, I'll try anything once. You heard me say that over the years.
Facts, anything
I'll
once.
try anything once. When it comes to food, no matter what it is, like, look, I had crickets, you know, like
I've also had crickets before.
Fried crickets.
Wild people.
I had them in many different flavors, though. I'm talking about I had flavors like sour cream and onion,
Oh, nah, that's
cheddar
nuts.
and bacon.
Wait, talk about. So
I've
you
only
decided.
had- I've only had,
so
like,
you
a
decided.
lollipop.
This is
That's
my
wrong,
real
hold on,
question.
bro.
Like,
Wait.
you decided because
Yeah,
like,
that's
you say you try anything once, and then you said to me, "I've tried crickets," but then you said, "I've also tried many flavors," which means that after you tried it that one time, you was like, "Yo, crickets type fire." Like,
You know, it wasn't something I was shy away from. It was like a snack, yeah, because
are
that's
they
the way
like
it's marketed.
are they like chip consistency? How does that work?
It's
like fried?
yeah. So they're like they're baked. So
Okay.
they come like crunchy, like, you know, little like crunchy snacks, like.
Ah.
So it's like the whole cricket, and you eat it. It's like popcorn or something. You just pop,
Alright,
and
I don't know.
they came like dusted, like, you know.
Oh yeah, like a chip.
Yeah. So it was like chips.
No, I'm still not. Absolutely not.
Yeah.
Still, absolutely not. I know it might come across in this podcast where I was like nodding, like, yo, I'm jacking this. Like, nah, I'm still not. But I do see where he was going with it.
Yeah.
Understanding.
But
I just
but
wanted
nah,
to
yeah,
explain.
they were good. And then again, I wanted to see which flavor tasted the best. So, you know, I tried all of them.
Were you trying like for the best flavor on a cricket, or just like the best flavor of dusting like that they had?
Like, yeah, the best flavor they had
Alright,
to
cool.
offer. Like,
Alright.
yeah, that's
I
what it was.
appreciate your experiment.
That's fire.
'Cause I had a cricket, but like my mom's bought me a lollipop from the Museum of Natural History.
Yeah.
And I was like 12. She,
I remember
like,
this.
She bet me,
I was right there. I remember
she bet me
this.
like $10, $20. Like, yo, eat this. You know what I mean? And I give you $20. And I was like, cool. I threw up. It didn't work for me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I ate it, I mean, long enough to like get my $20.
Yeah.
Hurled right after. The
Backstory.
problem was, it wasn't a good lollipop. You know what I'm saying? Like, it wasn't a good flavor.
yeah,
like,
yeah.
you know what I mean? If it would have been a better flavor, it might have worked. I don't know. Like, I might have had the same experience you had, but as far as I'm concerned, fuck cricket. You know what I'm saying? Like, not for me.
I ain't built for none of this. Like, backstory on that, like Shaq said, like his mom would like she would want to see people eat stuff, right? Like,
Word,
she would
she
want
crazy.
to. Yo, for this guy's birthday, he did like a Fear Factor birthday party. I'll never forget
this
this.
is
It was
dope.
the most crazy experience I've ever had in my life. Like, and that's when I knew my palate wasn't up to par for crickets, because like I couldn't do chicken feet. I was looking at chicken feet and was like, absolutely
no.
not, absolutely not. So like once I know that, like yo, Shaq won the money. That's the main point. Shaq won the money. That man.
Actually, no, I lost. I came in second place.
Who won it?
Chris.
Oh,
Cause
From across the hall?
from across the hall because I couldn't finish the pig ears. See, my mom's was wilding. She was doing us dirty. I ain't gonna lie.
She was
doing us dirty, and we did all of this for like
But
I think it was like an iPod or some shit. It was a fire prize, but when you like 12. You know what I'm saying?
Hell yeah.
You know what I mean? But I definitely hurled. I couldn't.
We should
I
do
couldn't keep
something
it down.
like we should do it. We should do something like that.
Nah, that'd be cool.
Like here on the show.
That'd actually be a hard little concept.
That's
Word
not
up.
bad. That's not
Right?
bad.
That shit wouldn't be
bad.
bad.
How about the crickets?
I'll bring the pig ears.
Oh, nah, but look. It's only one stipulation. It gotta taste fire. Like it can't be something
Just gross.
you know taboo. Yeah, it can't be
Yeah.
something. And look, I'm not even gonna use the word gross. It can't be something that has a stigma around it.
Right.
And
Fair enough.
it tastes bad. Like
Right, yeah.
nah, like it has to hit. Like you know, it gotta be
Worth
like
it.
it gotta be like you know some Hawaiian style, but you know some fireness. Like
Hell
yeah, let it be some dope.
Bring in some chocolate
But
covered
then-
ants and some shit.
But then but something. But
I don't know.
yeah,
I like
think
the
it's
problem
gotta
is
be a
I
good
wouldn't know
recipe.
where to look.
it's gotta be a
You know
good
what I'm saying?
recipe.
I wouldn't know where exactly.
Listen,
what
a
kind
quick,
of store.
a quick.
I don't know. I'm gonna go to Chinatown. I'm gonna walk around Chinatown and find something.
Yeah, it's probably the best.
I just use YouTube for everything. I ain't gonna lie. I
YouTube?
use literally YouTube for everything. Everything.
And listen,
I
that's
Google it.
the perfect transition into our main topic today,
Right.
which is Chinese food restaurants. Now,
Greatest thing on earth.
listen. Now look. Now, being from the city, you know, New York, and
True.
New York City in the youth, more specifically, you know, Chinese food restaurants.
It's different. Yeah,
Yeah,
I
they
guess it's
they
different.
hold a different. We just use the word stigma.
Yeah.
A different place when it comes to like eating, like places to
Yeah.
eat and options to eat. You know,
Facts.
It's a
It's a-
consistent spot. It's like it's a staple.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
yeah.
saying?
Yeah.
You know,
it's kind of. It's even better than the chicken spot.
you know, yeah.
Like,
We
as
talk.
far as-
Look, oh yeah. Look, we talk. Now look.
Every
Okay.
hood don't
Yeah,
got a
yeah.
chicken spot. Every hood got a Chinese
You
spot.
feel me? Every hood don't exactly. Every hood don't have a chicken spot, but every single one has a
single one
Chinese
got a
spot.
Look. I don't know. But look, this is a question for y'all. Head in the comment section, man. Do you agree with that? Like I haven't made that comparison. Not every hood. What? Not every hood.
Not every hood has a chicken spot. Trust me, I've lived.
But every
plenty
hood
places
has a-
that did
has a
not have a
Chinese
chicken
spot.
spot.
Every
But
hood has a
single
Chinese
has, not
spot.
just one. Too.
All right.
And it's
You heard
not
it
just
first
one.
here.
It's about three,
You got
four.
options.
Breaking
You know what I mean?
news.
Like 3, 4.
Breaking news.
And you want to know something?
Yeah.
Chicken spots just started delivering. Chinese spots been doing.
But then you know what? Yeah, okay,
Yeah,
I can
I
see
mean,
that because they
it's a win.
outsourced it. They outsourced it. Now
Yeah,
with
DoorDash,
Chinese food
Uber
restaurants,
Eats,
they
yeah.
insource it. You know, they hire somebody and they pay them a rate, whatever that is.
Yeah.
That usually relies on tips though.
90% facts.
So but they make what, maybe 40 deliveries a day.
Easily.
So
I would assume, yeah.
yeah, so even if each one of them tipped them, you know, $2, they making at least $80 a day.
Hey, just about.
You know,
Yeah, more or less, yeah.
I would assume more.
and then plus whatever they get from the restaurant or whatever.
So it's like
But it's not
all right.
it's not
So
a bad life, but it is a trade-off for like it's a hard job.
But
you know what I mean? It's
see,
a hard
this is the
job.
problem. You bring up a great point because then you come to like the gig workers, right?
Yeah.
And I've worked, you know, for DoorDash. You know,
So
you may
I've
see
done
me
it
out
too,
there.
yeah,
you may see
yeah,
me
I've
out
done that
there.
shit.
Look,
Yeah.
I have no problem against that. But now, speaking as gig workers, right? These people they get paid a higher wage up front for delivering food, you know, because they're denied the privilege of having benefits.
True.
Now, you know, they're not building towards a 401k.
Yeah.
You know, they're not building the pension. That they're not paying into like Medicaid
Anything, yeah.
or, you know, health insurance. None of that. That's why
Okay.
they get paid more heftier pay up front. And that goes for like the delivery workers, and that also goes for the temp workers in the restaurant industry. And we've been
Yeah, we've done that plenty of times. Yeah.
where you see them come in
30
and
different-
yeah, they get paid a higher hourly rate, but when you sit down and break it
on the
down,
back
why
end,
they
yeah,
get paid,
they make less.
yeah, why they get paid that is because then
Yeah.
they're traveling and all of that gets, you know, accounted into why they get paid more per hourly than some people that may
Yeah.
be working side by side in the kitchen with them, or may even have more tenure than them. But that's why up front.
It's not always the best. Like
Yeah.
Because like I've done jobs where like You know what I mean? Having that temp work, it kind of it felt like I was making like I was all right, cool, I'm good. You know what I mean? I don't have to worry about nothing. But like when you think about it, it's like shit. You know what I mean? If I don't keep this job, then I'm just screwed. Like there's no security in this. You know what I mean? Like there's like every day traveling to different parts of the city, looking for like different. Like first of all, just trying to literally be on time as a temp is the hardest thing ever. Like just trying to be on time was like you'll wake up because like where I was working, they literally just send you an email that night, and then you got to figure out either I'm going to Queens or I'm going downtown Manhattan, the Bronx, anywhere, everywhere, and then you just screwed. You know what I mean? Like you got to wake up in 3-4 hours. You know what I mean? You don't know how long you really got because like they would send it out at about midnight. You know what I mean? So you don't, if you fall asleep, you don't know until you wake up and then you late. Screwed. So.
But you see, also, this is a conversation coming full circle because that's another key aspect of school.
True.
You know, is learning the discipline of getting up reliably every morning and having somewhere to get up and go to. You know, and, you know, that's another thing that's falling to the wayside, unfortunately, when it comes to this pandemic, because of the pandemic. You know, and, you know, rightfully so. You know, not to lose sight of why, you know, the kids were out of school or why the restaurant industry has had these has taken the hit, you know, with the capacity. Man. And, you know, just to reiterate it for what we were saying, is because it's to discourage the consumer just enough to have them stay home.
As they should.
Yeah, that's why they had the curfews in place. Right. You know, that's why they had the occupancy caps, so that it becomes more difficult for people to make reservations. So that they say, you know what, all the hassle, I'm gonna stay home and use the delivery apps like you would. Exactly. You know, and to stay safe. So it's not, and that's completely the right thing to do. You know, like I've been saying here on the show for the last year or so, and so let's not lose sight of that. But that's the other side of that coin. You know, just to play devil's advocate to my own conversation.
Yeah, like always, like obviously, coronavirus is a real thing. It's hit everybody, and everybody understands that. Like, look, in order for shit to get back to normal in some type of way, which I don't know if it ever will get back to like what it was before, because I don't know what that looks like. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know what that would look like.
If we're being realistic, I'm not gonna hold you. From what I've seen personally, I feel like people are just waiting for rules to get out of the way. Because, in all honesty, I've seen people outdoor dining in the dead of winter. Like, of course, I've seen people outdoor dining, and I've had a coat on, a sweater on, under said coat, and I was still cold. My hands were in my pocket with my hood up, and people were sitting out there trying to shiver through a dinner outside when they could have just got through, and they could have just got the DoorDash, and they could have just sat next to each other and still did the same thing inside, but they just really wanted to go and do that.
Well, people want normalcy,
and you want, and I'm not. All right, no, I'm lying. All right, for me to say I'm not like making fun of that, no, I'm kind of a little, because it's 12 degrees. But my main point is like I get the sense of normalcy, and people want the sense of normalcy. So like, but I only say that to highlight the fact that like once the ban is lifted, I don't feel like it's going to take like 13 years for us to see like Central Park again, or like Times Square be Times Square, or like things of that nature. Because in all honesty, like if you're willing to go through an 8-degree dinner and try to kill a medium well steak real fast before you die, then and once it turns hot and they say go outside, you're gonna be out there.
Because people want to eat. Like people want, like this,
especially
is
in a city like New York, bro. Like there's so
New
much
York
stuff
City,
that you want to eat. There's so much stuff you see, and you're like, you know what? I should stop do this. Like honestly, I've even been walking around and been like, you know what? Just randomly, like I wish I could just stop here and eat in here, because that would be awesome. Because that's the way most of my dates have happened. Just walking around spontaneously through New York and be like, you know what? We should stop here and do this. Mm-hmm. But now with the corona, it's not always like that. You can't always do that. So, you know what I'm saying?
Because like eating out, like eating in general, but with the community, right? So, in a place that's meant for it, is an instinctual reflex.
Absolutely.
That's been with us since we was eating in caves. You know, because what we're doing right now, speaking, you know, sharing the conversation with everybody, is what we were doing tens of thousands of years ago in those caves. around fire, eating, sharing knowledge. And that's how our community's built.
Right.
Hey, look, you invented a new sheet. Well, I invented a new, this. And let's you give me one of those, I give you one of those, and then we all living better.
Facts.
And how did that come together? Because you showed me how to cut up the lamb, and I showed you how to
cook it,
season it. And my guy had the pot. So look,
Facts,
we built you like,
Also, you gotta also think with all of us just being inside, if you really think about what stock has grown the most, Amazon stock, right? Because we're all just sitting here on our phones all day, bored, buying stuff. Now, if I was just chilling in my bed today, and I brought 3 pairs of Jordans pulled up to my door today, I want somebody to see at least one of them. So we gotta go out. Now we gotta go out and figure out something to do. Somebody has to see this. I brought this. So now I need to validate this purchase. Because now, if I really think about it, I brought these Jordans. And if I'm following all of the pandemic thoughts, and I'm like, nah, son, I'm staying in the crib all day. Why did I buy these Jordans, bro? I might be in here for 2 years. These Jordans might be whack by the time I see them. You know what I'm saying? So, like, literally, there's millions of reasons why people want to go out and be seen, and that's awesome. You know what I'm saying? But
human nature.
That's just part of the thing. Also, to bring back what you were talking about culture, just to bring it full circle, that's the thing about Chinese food stores, bruh. Like,
Facts.
I'm not gonna lie. The first thing I ever ordered was a shrimp and broccoli with white rice. The reason why I brought that shrimp and broccoli with white rice is because I grew up eating that chicken wings and French fries from the Chinese food store. That's what I had. The chicken wings and French fries, ketchup and hot sauce on everything. You know what I'm trying to say?
Out the big
$5, you know what I'm saying?
big ass
You know what I'm saying? They give you that giant iced tea. That's the most juice you're going to have all night. You feel what I'm trying to say? You lit. But my mom's in them was with the shrimp and broccoli with the white rice. My mom was like, yo, you ain't even gonna eat this, but you want me to tell you, it's because, you know what I'm saying, that she was just being a fraud. You know what I'm trying to say? Just being a fraud. But you know what I'm saying? So the first time I got make my grown decision, what I order, shrimp and broccoli or white rice, because that's what my mom used to eat. Probably why she used to get that, because my grandma probably was eating that. And it's like, because Chinese food stores don't go nowhere, bro.
Facts.
Once they there, they there forever. You would never see like a Chinese store really go out of business unless it was forced to. Like unless you, I swear to God,
bought the block.
You don't.
Somebody
bought the block, or this is the only way I ever saw a Chinese food store go out of business. When you saw a C on that joint,
Facts. You saw
a C on that joint, and then the joint just disappeared because they don't keep that sign up, gangster. And then the joint just be going one day, and then dang man, probably shouldn't have been eating the chicken.
Facts. Back.
You know what I'm trying to say? So, but otherwise, yo, your Chinese food store might be in your neighborhood for like good 40, 50 years, bro.
And then look, so you bring up a great point, right? That I was having off camera. I was having a conversation with somebody, and I was saying how the black community, really embraced the Asian community.
Absolutely.
And we didn't buy into the stereotypes of it, and we embraced them ever since like the 70s.
Facts, yeah.
I wasn't alive in the 70s, obviously, but
you can tell.
They had people walking around like since then, and it continues, and even more so with the respect in their cuisine.
Absolutely.
And let's not make a misconception. That's not real like Chinese food. That's
of course
very
not.
much so, Americanized Chinese
absolutely.
food. But regardless of the fact,
but that became a staple for us at the very least. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Like as at least what I'm talking about as far as this city, every single Chinese store has like a generic menu. That's basically the same thing. Maybe between maybe 10 new items at the most. Right. That's the most I've ever seen on a Chinese food menu. I was like, oh shit, this is new. You know what I mean? But every fucking menu has the same lunch special.
So listen,
you know what I mean? Like the same thing every time.
So listen, so what you're telling us right now, right, the COF Nation, is that you nice, you know your shit.
Not my shit.
You know your shit.
On a Chinese menu? Absolutely.
Definitely.
You feel like you know your shit?
Yeah. I could do. I could on the Chinese food menu. I'm pretty much.
No.
So if I'm being realistic, no. Let's be realistic. I order 4 things from the Chinese food restaurant.
All right. So listen. So I feel like we dealing with 2 professionals, right? So we put you on the spot, right? So we bring you back, right, to this moment in time when we decided to create the hood's best. The hood's best, baby.
Let's go.
On the spot. We're going to put 2 minutes on the clock. Now, each of y'all going to get 2 minutes to answer 5 questions apiece.
Copy.
And whoever gets the most questions right wins.
Tap
Look,
in the car, bro.
start it after I say it.
Bro, you
Like
ready?
after I say the first question.
Man,
That's when we gotta start it. That
Yeah.
makes fair sense.
Facts.
All right. All right. So look, hood's best. All right. 3, 2, 1. In a house-made drink, right? Served in a pint container. It's called what?
I see.
We're looking for another like what kind of icy?
Sweet tea. What you talking about?
All right.
Yeah, sweet tea. Sweet tea.
We was like, I'll give you that. We was looking for homemade icy.
Homemade
But
icy.
anyway. Yeah.
Yeah, homemade icy.
All right. But look, so
It's the powder though.
look. All right.
It's the powder though.
But anyway. All right. And a snack associated with Chinese food restaurants, usually costing 5 for $1.
Crab sticks.
We was looking for a snack.
Snack. Oh, fried donut or apple sticks. 5.
All right. Look. Wait. You got. We was looking for a fortune cookie. Fortune cookie. All right.
Wait,
Name-
they don't just send you fortune cookies? You gotta buy fortune cookies? It's
Yeah,
bad.
they used to.
doing
So look.
bad now. They doing
All right. Look. Name 4 sauce packets.
Hot sauce, ketchup, dark sauce, soy sauce, and the mustard.
Oh,
Hot
my
mustard.
man got that
More-
5. My man
I'm on
dropped
that.
5.
I'm on that.
My man dropped 5. All right, look. All right. Finish the sentence. Let me get a pork fried rice and boneless.
Spare rib tips.
Woo! All right, yeah, baby. So it was either we would take ribs or chicken. All right.
Oh.
See, look.
Gotta do spare ribs.
So, name 3 Chinese food fried rolls.
Oh, spring roll, egg roll. Oh, it'll be fried wontons. Fried rolls. Pork roll, shrimp roll.
Ooh, all right, yeah, you got it.
Pork roll, shrimp roll. Yeah.
No, we was like, yeah, shrimp roll, egg roll.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah, you got it. Stop the timer. All right, so if I want an order of French fries, name the sizes I can choose from.
Small, medium, or large, right?
Woo! All right. This dish has a Timberland boot named after it in the hood.
Oh, beef and broccoli, easy money.
All right. If I order chicken wings, extra crispy, cut up, how many pieces will I have?
You should have about 8 pieces because it comes with 4 chicken wings. You cut them drinks up, divide them drinks by 2. That's 8.
Woo, let's go. Let's go. All right. When delivering, the Chinese food delivery guy might ask you to do what?
To the tip, or to come downstairs, or to do a bunch of other stuff because they scared of coming upstairs. So
Woo,
they might not
let's
be
go.
able to cross.
Yeah, we was looking to come up. We was looking to come downstairs. That was the right answer. All right, so look. So this one should be easy. It's the last one. So the granddaddy of all Chinese food orders is what in the hood?
Yo, I ain't gonna lie, this is mad at them joints, but if you chippy as chicken wings and French fries,
Yeah,
hot sauce
let's
and
go.
ketchup,
Yeah,
everything on
that was
joint.
it.
And I'm not
Stop
gonna
the timer.
I ain't gonna front, bro.
Smoke
He
that.
asked me all the hood fire shit. I ain't gonna lie, bro. I ain't gonna lie, son. That shit just made me want to roll up real quick.
Stage. I'm not even.
It just stays like.
You contacted him
I
before
told
this?
y'all what time it is, bro.
I thought you was my man's, Rich. What's going on?
I ain't even gonna lie, bro. I'm gonna keep this seat. I feel like this is
You give up the seat.
I feel like now I'm
I'm
the
in the champ. Like,
Give me
woo,
a little camera here.
woo.
This happened.
Ready for your camera seat, man.
Seat man.
You might as well take the keys. You gave up the keys? That was the keys to the kingdom. Oh!
Took my seat. What's the point now?
He ran you for the keys of the kingdom, too.
Nah, I'm out here.
Oh.
Life is bad.
Yo, you can hear you the whole time? This is amazing.
All right, look. So look, you just said it, man. All that Chinese food talk, right?
Right.
Now, what does the Chinese food restaurant mean to you in your neighborhood? Like the people that you're most interacting with on a daily basis.
Yo, I'm not gonna lie, the Chinese
'Cause that's
food,
all the people you can speak for.
the Chinese food spot for me personally, man, that just kind of like it make you feel like
It's home, you know what I'm trying to say? So like they know exactly. They see your kid walking down the street, they be like, "Hey," you know what I'm trying to say?
But you
Little
see,
things like that.
that's that hospitality, bro.
Yeah, like that's
the hospitality that you feel that keeps you coming back.
Right.
Because, like you said, there's a Chinese spot everywhere. Now, the reason why you choose to go to those specific ones isn't because they got probably the most banging food. It probably is true, but it's not only because of that.
Right.
It's because of the hospitality.
Right.
You know,
You know
they
that
make you feel good. They have their kids walking around there, so
Right,
you know
you know
it's a
what I'm
safe
saying?
environment. Like, you get what I'm saying? Like, so you bring your kids around there and you to like go to the store and give me that, like, you know,
send them in there
yeah,
real quick.
exactly. And that's why, and it's like the sanctuary, you know. Yeah, and it's like the sanctuary almost.
Right, you know what I'm trying to say?
And to nurture that kind of environment, and everywhere we purchase food and make nutritional decisions, in my opinion, is important, right? And when you do that, you create a better understanding in the consumer about where their food comes from.
That's a
You
fact.
know, there's a lot of people that don't understand how you take a bird and make it a chicken nugget. You understand? But this is the reason why we here on the show, Chefs of the Future, is to have conversations,
Right.
to explore new things, and to unlift the veil of the shroud of mystery.
Facts.
You know, that we're all facing.
Right.
That currently, because a lot of people don't understand, and with that understanding, then you get like the persecution. You know, and you get the scapegoat.
Good thing, bro. I worked at a place. I used to work before I was doing all this, bro. I used to work at a place that just sold cereal. So we did.
Just sold cereal.
Yo, Kellogg's. He was called Kellogg's NYC, bro. I was the front desk dude, bro.
No way.
And literally, all I did was pour cereal. That was my job. Pour cereal and milk. Sometimes we
Great
throw. They had
job.
little topping bars.
That was
We
your
throw
job?
little
Yeah.
toppings on.
That's
Yo,
a good
easiest job I ever had in my life. And people will come in and be like, "Yo, why does this even exist?" Right? And then they would spend time there and then be like, "Yo, y'all is really mad cool. I see why like the people would want to come here. Like, bro, that little Netflix place, we got little Netflix TVs up. You know what I'm saying? Little beanbag chairs.
It still exists.
Actually, what had happened was that boom. I ain't even gonna
I'm
hold
like,
you.
yo, this place still exists, man.
The joint
We
was
on the way.
hard, bro. The joint
I don't
was
even
hard.
eat cereal, bro.
That joint was hard, bro, but after COVID and all that drink, because the main consumers or something like that is gonna be people who see that and be like, you know what I'm saying? Those my kids want to go there. Ooh, my kids.
Tourists, yeah.
But you know, and tourists. But with Corona and COVID, kids ain't going out to school no more. So they can't get the. It's you used to be able to get the customer where it's like, yo, you walking by and they kids see it. You get what I'm trying to say? They doing something totally regular out the way. Like, or all I want to do is pick up these pants, but they kids see it and they like, I want to go there. I want to go to the cereal place. You don't get that now in Corona because now we leaving our kids inside, bro. Like we trying to get in and out of places. You get what I'm trying to say? We don't want our kids to get sick.
30
None of the
minutes,
rest of
let's
that.
go.
So now, so you don't get that type of stuff no more. But like. Before that, yo, bro, most cushy job I ever had in my life. I swear to God, I'm mostly just chill.
You see, you just came here and blew my mind, man.
That's a good job.
Hey, yo, listen,
job.
Chefs of the Future. Let's try to get Kellogg's back, man. Like,
Kellogg's NYC, yo.
Kellogg's NYC.
Let's bring it
Let's
back.
petition. Comment below. Bring the hashtag. Bring back Kellogg's NYC. Let's bring this back, baby.
Bring back our cereal.
The city needs it.
Let's bring it back, yo. I didn't even know this
City
existed.
cereal.
My guy, bring my guy back. Also, man.
Thanks, yeah, my
Give him a
man is
raise,
John.
all that, like.
I ain't gonna lie, bro.
Chefs of the
Manager.
Future.
Yo, life is good. I don't want my job back.
Hey, yo, look. Listen. Still bring it back, though. Chefs of the Future. For more content like this, make sure you subscribe, comment below, let us know your thoughts, join the conversation. And if you haven't already, head on over to anchor.fm/Chefs of the Future. Catch up on season 1, because it's all going to be relevant for what we talk about here in the future. And Quay, Shaq, thank you.
Yo,
Absolutely.
appreciate
Listen,
you having us
bro,
here, bro.
first
For
of
real.
all-
Appreciate you having us here.
Appreciate you, my nigga. Bro, I'm proud of you, son.
Yo, this is fire. Yo, I'm not gonna lie, fire.
I told you on the gram. I'm gonna tell you on your show, yo, bro. Good shit.
Yo, thank you.
Good shit.
For real,
bro.
thank you.
It's dope as hell.
Like, I'm just trying to take everybody for the ride, brother.
Bro,
Just like, look.
I'm on the way. I'm with you.
Yeah.
I'm on the show like 5 more times. I'll be back next week.
That's it. That's it.
Co-host. I'll take over the show. This is Chefs of the
crying.
Future plus Shaq.
Shaq.
That's it. You're more than welcome to come down anytime, bro.
Take it over, bro.
And look, so don't go nowhere. Make sure you stick around.
Absolutely.
Because what's coming next, my guy Quay about to spit.
You feel me?
My guy Quay about to spit. Say it for the food. Chefs of the Future. We out of here.